I hope the rest of the WNBA was listening. Judging by the platform of this interview, I know for a fact that dump divers in the WNBA were listening. I also know for a fact that normal people were not listening, because normal people don't give a damn about the inspiration of prepubescent boys, Meg Rapinoe. I hope WNBA players were listening. For the first time, possibly ever, I hope they had their ears open and their yappers shut. Because the Roo from Waterloo dropped some wisdom yesterday, and WNBA players need to hear it. Caitlyn Clark must listen to Uncle KC, because I have said this countless times over the years, especially when talking about Angel Reese. Social media is not real. Popularity on social media does not equate to viewership, and it damn sure doesn't equate to people buying tickets. Just because lonely men like your bikini pictures on Instagram, it doesn't mean those same lonely dudes are gonna pay to see you pretend to play basketball. Whether it's because they don't have the money or they're just not interested, either way, they're not paying. For some reason, there is this false belief that having a big following on social media makes you a star. What's even worse is when people base their opinions of themselves off comments from strangers on social media. Social media is not real. People will say things on Twitter that they would never say to your face. The wanker spankers on Blue Sky, they'll pretend to be tough, but they would never talk shit like that in real life, mainly because they don't want to risk getting punched in the mouth. The Smurfs on Blue Sky are real tough until there's a possibility that fist could meet face. Yesterday, Caitlyn Clark flew into the nest of Meg Rapinoe and Curly Sue Bird for an interview. Now, I have no idea why Caitlyn Clark agreed to do this. Last week, she was being interviewed on Good Morning America. She's all over ESPN. Her face is on the side of hotels downtown Indianapolis. She goes from the pinnacle of the mainstream to speaking with Meg Rapinoe. Even though she was speaking with Meg, who clearly doesn't know shit about fuck when it comes to reality, Caitlyn Clark still found a way to drop some knowledge that the rest of the WNBA needs to hear. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. They were talking about social media. I'm sure Meg Rapinoe was boasting about the thousands of identifiers who follow her looking for inspiration. Hey Meg, it's me, Harry Pete. I'm hoping you can help me. Should I change my name to Garfield and identify as a feline? I've got cat-like reflexes, but my only concern is I'm too big to fit in the litter box. As the audience was nearing full sedation, Caitlyn Clark stepped in to save the conversation. Watch for yourself.
Social media is just like such a false perception of reality. And even for myself, like you don't always realize that at times, like it's not the real world. And, you know, when you're in a position of, you know, people are going to love you, people aren't going to like you. But I think when I show up to arenas, those are the moments that like really remind me of like how many people are really there supporting you and loving you. Like the little boys and the little girls, those are the people that are on social media, like caring about every decision you make or every comment you make. But also at the same time, I feel like I just try to show up every single day and be myself and approach it that way and just be authentically me. And
this is one of the many differences between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. If the Me Bounds joke had been made about Caitlyn Clark, she wouldn't have trademarked it. She wouldn't have went out and monetized it. Why? Because more than likely, she wouldn't have known about it. And the reason she wouldn't have known about it is because Caitlyn Clark isn't paying attention to social media. Caitlyn Clark isn't worried about Doofus Dave in Duluth. She's focused on the people who actually pay to see her play. Now, I will give Angel Reese credit. She has been better about this lately. But for the longest time, Angel Reese was wasting time responding to trolls on social media, or as Mama Reese would call it, clapping back at the haters. Who gives a shit about the haters? They're not real. Between my two channels, I receive thousands of comments every day. I usually check comments first thing in the morning, and I only focus on the positive. Why? Why would I waste my time focusing on someone who doesn't like me? Why would I waste my time worrying about someone who doesn't support me? Now, I have some who offer constructive criticism, which is fine. Actually, I like it. But I'm not going to waste my time focusing on people who are commenting to make themselves feel better. Right now, WNBA players are excited because people on social media are on their side in negotiations for a new CBA. The fans are supporting us. They want us to receive money we haven't earned. This is great. No, this is not real. That's not just my opinion. The biggest star in your league, hell, the only star in your league, just said the same thing. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.